Hello, welcome to my channel. This video is going to be for you single people. We're going to be looking at who's coming into your life next, romantically, and any other messages I want to come through, anything that wants to come through, as well as specific traits about this person I wrote, and multiple love oracle decks and oracle decks. This one, we're also going to be getting messages from a person on your mind. If you have anyone in mind, then at the end, we will be doing that for each pile as well. Very specific messages from their perspective, their words. So, without any further ado, we have 3 piles, 1, 2, and 3. While you guys choose, I'm just gonna light some sage. And then we'll jump right into it, or you can skip forward and get to your pile. Sage and Palo Santo, I believe, obviously, and I think lavender. It's cute. Hello, everybody that picked pile 1, the pink troll. Let's go ahead and see from your pre-shuffled. We have the moon, temperance, Queen of Swords, 9 of Swords in reverse. And before I go any further, I would like to already speak about this. So, I don't think you know this person. The person you're going to be with next, I don't think you know them. And this is also maybe why your patience feels like it's being tested, because sometimes maybe you lose a little faith that there is someone out there. Sometimes you think about it too logically, I think. And the universe is kind of trying to tell you to just trust that this person is out there, even though it's hard because you don't know them yet. So it kind of feels even harder to trust it. But they're trying to tell you that that is a huge key here, is patience and faith. You have a lot of worries about not finding this person or them not being real. This person that would be a good fit for you. And initially, right off the bat, the universe is trying to tell you that you don't have reason to worry. There is someone out there for you. And it's okay if, also I'm getting the message, it's okay if you're picky. It's okay if you're very discerning about dating and who you want to date. They're saying to keep that up as well, but don't be discouraged, in general. That don't be discouraged. Don't be thinking that you're not going to find them. So immediately I'm getting the vibe this person might be a water sign. Nothing here is really telling me that besides the gut feeling I'm feeling. But obviously signs, it doesn't really matter. But this person that you're going to be with you're going to see them almost like this next person you're going to be with, you're going to see them as kind of like, you might put them on a pedestal. Like, they might be someone who you would consider is either in a higher up position than you, or you look up to them for some reason. And even if they're not in a higher up position than you, it's like you for some reason put them on a pedestal, and maybe they're very attractive. But yeah, I just wanted to initially just come off from the start and say that this connection you're going to be with next is being guided by the universe and angels as we speak. You're being guided to this person. There's something that both you and this person are still holding onto from the past, and that's why you guys aren't coming together as quickly as you would be hoping. This could have been a relationship that became a burden or added a lot of burdens into their life or your life. You guys could be mirroring each other. I'm actually heavily feeling that, but different scenario, I feel, but mirroring each other, like emotionally. Yeah, this is not someone you know. This is a new person coming in. And right off the bat, I don't feel like this is the type of thing where it's going to take a while to turn into something romantic. Right off the bat, they're going to be very open about how they feel about you. They're going to, right off the bat, have feelings for you. They're going to be attracted to you right from the start, and you as well to them. It's going to stir something in your heart. It's going to stir some feelings that maybe you haven't felt in a while. But I do see that you could be having to either let go of someone from the past that you pictured having a family with and pictured being with forever for some of you. For some of you, maybe you got divorced, for, those of you that have been married. And there's still some baggage there that needs to be let go before the universe wants to bring you guys together, so that you guys come to this with a clean slate, almost, or like a clean perspective. We're not like expecting something bad or negative. So let's see, tell me more about this person. Sorry if this is loud. This is why sometimes I don't use the microphone, because the shuffling can be loud. This person does not like being single. When they're single, they dream about being with someone. Again, whether you're male or female, this isn't, my readings aren't gender based, so you can be either or. Yeah, the first message I got, this person does not like being single. I think they will have been single for longer than they're comfortable with before they meet you. So they will be ready to be with someone again when they meet you. This person could have curly hair or wavy hair. And I see like they have thicker hair. Their hair is thick. They have nice hair. There's something about their hair. Also, for some of you, their hair could be very different than yours. Either a completely different color, like maybe your hair is light, theirs is dark, or vice versa. Or the texture. There's something about your guys' hair that's very different. I don't know why that's coming through. The Magician. This person is actively looking for people, like trying to find a relationship right now, but they just haven't found the person. They are also trying to manifest you. You are the person that they are asking for, and both of you, because you're both looking for each other, you just don't know each other yet. It's going to speed up. Like, I feel like this pile, you don't have a long time before you meet them. Like, you're going to meet them definitely within this year. Yeah, like, this is something coming in fast for most of you. For some of you, this could be anywhere from 1 week to 1 year. 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Maybe those of you that are very lucky, it's 1 day. Tell me more about this person. Their personality. Well, let's see their personality. Hanged Man in reverse. This person doesn't like to feel stuck, but sometimes they ruminate too much. Sometimes they do get stuck on certain things in their life, and then it kind of blows up, or it gets to a point where they maybe procrastinate, and then it all just, it's like chaotic. They have to do everything all at once, or like change happens all at once. They ignore it and then it comes in all at once. They're relatively lucky though. Right, like they're not doing things in their life that build karma, like negative karma. I mean, every now and then, what's normal, but like they're generally a very moral and good person, so they don't have a lot of bad karma. They're kind of lucky. They're the type to get into crazy situations and get out of it like serendipitously, or like they're just very lucky. They have a lot of angels around them watching them and guiding them in their life. They've been through paths or on paths in life where you would expect something bad to happen or for them to fall, but they don't. At the same time, this person, I don't think, realizes how lucky they are, or how attractive they are, or how they kind of, it's kind of dormant. I don't think they've realized their fullest potential. I think you coming into their life will be changing that. But right now, they also find it hard to bring in certain things into their life. Maybe it's money. I feel like it could be money for a lot of you. They feel like they might be down on their luck with money a little bit, but this won't last long. Just an FYI. And the Queen of Cups. They're a little impulsive. They're definitely a spontaneous person. This can also relate to their emotional sense. They can be a little bit sporadic. They are calm sometimes, but then other times things can rile them up really easily. Like they're very emotional people. Even if they don't show it outwardly, it kind of controls how, I mean, everyone is, but it really, I think they more so go on by emotion rather than logic a lot of times. Interestingly, I feel like you are the opposite. Or you try to be, at least. They could be into yoga for some reason, I'm seeing, or something about, like, Eastern medicine or Eastern traditions or even religions for some of you. How does this person look? I mean, we'll get specifics later too, but let's just see. I think they're fit. They're not too skinny, not too, like, they're very average build in the sense of, like, I would say weight, or, BMI. They could be the type to go to the gym. So I think they're pretty fit people, honestly. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. They get obsessed with things really easily, I think. So once it gives them a little bit of dopamine, they'll keep going back. But yeah, again, I see, like, they have good karma, so I don't feel like they're, like, addicted to anything bad. I mean, we all have a little bit of negative addictions, but this person, yeah, they make good choices in life. And you have the Lover's card coming out here. This is going to be a very profound love for you. Like, this isn't just a fleeing or a short relationship, I'm feeling. Like, this is significant. Because, again, I got the message that this is being guided by angels in the universe. Like, this has a very big impact on both of your lives. Queen of Pentacles. Again, they could be very physically attractive, like conventionally. I feel like that's another reason when you might be kind of shy. They think the same thing about you, but for some reason you're shy because you might think that they're very physically attractive. I feel like they have a lot of nice things, whether it's clothes or just like something about their status, or maybe they're popular, but they don't like to flaunt it. I wouldn't be surprised if the humble card came out when we do the bowl. They have also a youthful look to them. They might look younger than their age. I'm going to go to the bowl now. I'm being called to just go to the bowl. We'll see if I'll come back to the tarot, but we have so many other cards that I want to go to. Okay, I took a lot out, so let's see. Oh my goodness, what did I tell you? Humble. They're a very humble person. Very humble. Which shows like emotional intelligence. Like I said, they come out of emotion, but they're like not. Sometimes they can be overly emotional. Sometimes they can be. I'm hearing like the word annoying. Maybe there's certain things that they dramatize a bit too much, but like I'm sorry, that's just what I'm hearing. But they're very emotionally intelligent people. Musician, obsessed with music. So they're either a musician, they make music, or they sing, or they're just very into music. Or maybe it's your guys' music type will also be similar. Athletic, that's also what I was feeling. Yes, I think they will be athletic. Or have just care about how their body looks a lot. Artistic. That kind of goes hand in hand with musician as well, but they could be artists or just more, again, makes sense, creative, water, flowy energy. Dark features. They could have darker features. So darker hair or eyebrows or skin. They're quiet. So with that, yeah, I think they think before they talk for sure. They're not the loud one in the group, I would say, most of the time. Traditional. In relationships and in connections, they have a very traditional view. Or like they like to be traditional. So if this is a guy, they like to be very chivalrous. You know, they like to be the provider. They like to be the dominant one. I'm not gonna lie. In relationships, they like that. Oh, I already pulled artistic. Okay, there's 2 left. Calm. Yeah. They can be very calm. But also, they can be the exact opposite sometimes. Not a lot of money yet. That's also what I was feeling. Like right now they could be a little down on their luck with money. But yet, like I think they have a plan. And they are very lucky, so I'm sure that will change throughout their life. For some reason I'm getting that. Sometimes I might be up, sometimes it might be down. So that made me thinking maybe they do something freelancey for a job or something where it's their own business, you know, as well. That could be a dream of theirs. So that's why it might fluctuate. Let's go ahead and go to the Romance Angels. Romance Angels. Let's see. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I initially immediately got the message. A smaller percentage of you actually might marry this person. I'm not saying small. Actually, I'm feeling like 40% of you here. You will be going on trips together a lot, especially. And it's just the honeymoon phase is going to last longer than in any of your other relationships. Like, you guys are going to be passionately, like, you know, in love, like the honeymoon phase. You're going to feel that for a while with them. For some of you, it never ends. That's the best, right? Oh my gosh, wedding. Wow, now I'm bumping it up to like half of you guys, which is a big percentage, but some of you are going to marry this person. This situation involves marriage. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. I'm not going to take that. You and this person could run into problems involving deception, so that is something I would keep my eye out about this, but I don't feel like it's something big. It's something like, it's minimal. It's not like gut-wrenching deception, and it could be either you or them. But I'm feeling, obviously, it's talking about them since we're getting a reading on them. Or also the other message I'm getting with that, if that didn't resonate, if you felt that was not for you, you will not have to be scared of deception in this connection like you were with your other relationships. But for some reason, I'm going to be honest, they could have issues with like white lies. Maybe they tell too many white lies. But again, I don't feel like it's something big, something that would end the relationship. But yeah, I'm just seeing like there will be road bumps, but it's not anything that would be too much. Finances and career. I literally was going to say this. It might be about finances and career. In the future, if you get married to this person, there might be white lies about their, like, I feel like it's like their own business or something about their finance and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. They could try to make it seem like they're doing better than they are financially. That's also something that could be coming through. Like, that could be something in the relationship that's like, maybe that's like the only thing that causes like, you know, issues in the relationship, actually, which is pretty interesting. I'm getting that message. I'm gonna pull one more from the Romance Angels. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. They could be dealing with addictions right now. I did get that feeling of obsession. You know, they could be dealing with something that they're trying to break away from. And it could be something that you will help them with. You know, if you're up to being in a relationship with someone. I'm not saying that they have some crazy addiction. They might. I don't think so, though. I'm more so feeling like, also as well, they're the type to be very clingy. They will be a little controlling over you. Not gonna lie, they're gonna be a little controlling, but it's from a good spot. They are madly in love with you. So, you know. 5 of Swords. Arguments will happen with this person. They are very stubborn about what they believe, but I think they come around every time, or like you guys, like I said, solve it every time. If anything, I feel like they end up coming around most of the times in the future. You might argue with them, they'll be the one to come around and try to like apologize or make things right. Yeah. Let's go ahead now and go to the Roses in Love. So with this, if you have anyone in mind right now, we're going to be getting messages. So if you don't have anyone in mind at all, you don't want to know what anyone might think about you or what words that anyone might want to say to you. If you want, it doesn't even have to be romantic, but these cards aim towards that. So, think about your person, whoever this is, either from the past. And let's see, what do they want to say to you? You're all I've ever hoped for. You're my dream person. Are some of you thinking about this person? This person you haven't met yet? Someone from your past is looking at you as if you're the one that got away. If you were thinking about someone from your past. Pictures of you still make me smile. Someone from your past still looks at pictures of you or looks at you on social media. And the memories are good. They bring up good memories or good feelings. I need space. The separation is needed right now. So those of you that are not in communication with this person from your past, well, first of all, just know it's for the best, since this new person is who you're supposed to be with. This is just confirmation that it's for the best. This separation or this breakup or this, for some of you, even divorce that happened. When I can hold you again, I will never let go. If you're thinking about a person from your past, they definitely still fantasize about coming back. Definitely getting that vibe. Last one. My biggest regret is not telling you how I really feel. Someone's regretting something from your past. Ooh. They wish they could. They have a lot that they realize and have thought about that they'd like to communicate with you. Someone from your past would like to talk to you. I don't know if you feel the same. But yeah, so thank you again, pile number 1. And I hope that this resonated. I hope this was good news, and I hope to see you in another video. Yeah, have a good one. Bye. Hymns, the little orange troll. Let's go ahead and see. We have some pre-shuffled, and I'm going to go back and pull some more, obviously, from that deck. But yeah, let's go ahead and begin. Ooh. You have the King of Cups. The Emperor. Wow. Before I go any further, this person coming into your life next, romantically, the next person you will be romantically with next, they are very, very on top of their game. Like, they have their life together. They, right now at least, feel like they are doing very well, either in their career or just socially as well. They feel like they're proud of themselves. They're proud of what they've accomplished and where they're at. And a lot of them are like ready to settle down. Male or female, again, these are two dominant cards. We've got the Emperor, and then we got the King of Cups, who's a king. So this person, I think, is they're not immature. They're not playing games anymore. They want something serious and committed, and something that stirs feelings in them. Like, they are definitely a lover, boy or girl. They love love, and they want to be in love. And when they are in love, I think they spoil the crap out of the person they're with. So be ready for that. I just feel such a good, secure energy with this. Like, it feels so stable. They feel secure. You know? They seem extremely intelligent. Like, that is a huge thing that's coming here. Like, intimidatingly intelligent. Sorry, let me put him over here. They could wear a lot of red is also something noticeable or notable that I might share with you guys here. I also feel like they have a great love for nature and animals. they're also a little different, weird. People can see them as kind of either being like quirky or just very different than the usual person. They have a very interesting energy. It's like silly in a way, but very serious still. Three of Pentacles. Hierophant in reverse. They're very different, man, I'm telling you. Three of Cups as well. And the Four of Swords. You will end up probably meeting this person in some type of a social setting. Either it could be, a lot of you, it could be workplace, but I'm seeing 50-50. Some of you, half of you, it's going to be at work or in a setting where they're at work, maybe. No, but I see collaborating, so I feel like it would be at work. And then the other half of you, you're going to meet them when you're out with your friends, or they're going to be mutuals. For a lot of you, I do feel like they could be a mutual. So some of you might know of them already, but I don't feel like that's most of you here for some reason. I feel like you haven't met them for most of you here. And I feel like it's the type of setting for a lot of you where they're unsure if they should make a move, because they're kind of scared too. They don't know if it's appropriate for some reason. That's something coming through, so that's where you might meet them. In a setting where they're scared to maybe make the first move, or maybe you are as well, because you're just not sure if it's appropriate. This vibe is someone it could be upwards of 5 years older than you for some of you. Of course, if that resonates, if you're looking for that. But wow, yeah, I really like this person. This person seems so interesting. They're the type of person that is so knowledgeable about many different fields, many different things, and they're very, again, emotionally intelligent, so I feel like they try to be as unbiased as possible about every opinion they have, but they do have certain opinions that are, for some reason, unconventional, is what I'm seeing. Or not the norm in some way. This person also is healing from a heartbreak from their past. Their subconscious is still kind of stuck on it, even though they actively might not be right now thinking about that person. There's something about their subconscious thinking about a big heartbreak from their past. They could have been they're the type, I think, to be in long-term commitments. They like that. And actually, when you meet them, maybe they're trying the opposite. Maybe they're like, oh, I've always done it this way. Let me do something differently. And that's when you meet them, or that's when they come into your life. And yeah, let's see. I feel like you, in a way, kind of bring them back to being more conventional. For some reason, that's coming through. I don't know what that specifically is talking about, but it could be, for some reason, I'm saying about religion or like spirituality. Somehow you affect them with that. But let's see. So, does pile number 2 know this person? No. You don't know this person yet, most of you. Some of you, like I said, might know of them. You have the 2 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Cups upright, King of Pentacles upright, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, 2 King cards already. This person's on top of their game. They are financially very stable as well, or they are headed there. Like right now, they already are stable, but they're headed towards, like, they could be wealthy. Like, they might end up being wealthy one day. You don't know this person yet, though. No, you both are kind of thinking about someone from your past. You're thinking too much about the past. You're not turning around and ready to, like, you're ready to go forward, but for some reason you keep turning back to something from your past. Even though it's not going to grow. It hasn't in the past, and you know that. it's not going to end up growing into what you want. Sorry if you hear a bunch of sounds outside. My windows are open. I felt like opening them because it's kind of stormy and nice. But it's not raining right now yet. Anyways. Tell me about this person's personality more, please. Anything else that wants to come through about how they are as a person? Anything at all? 10 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. They're so family oriented. They're so future oriented. They're very goal oriented people. A part of them, I don't think it's in a bad way at all. A part of them though maybe cares too much about what they materialistically have, but it's in a good way. Like it's out of a good intentions. It's not like they're prideful in a negative way, you know? This person wants to have kids and a family one day. That's what they dream of. Male or female, that is what they genuinely want at the core of who they are. They're also very just family oriented in general. They could be very close to their family. Or for some of you, I feel like their family is not from where you are from. Like their culture or ethnicity might be different. And it's going to be very intriguing to you. You're going to be very interested in it. In their culture, in his or her culture. But let's see, I don't know if that's for everyone, but that is for some of you here. I would even say almost 70% of you, they're at least not from where you're from. Not from that city, or not from, you know, like there's something about them it's not super familiar. Five of Wands in reverse. They like to be alone. They are more so introverted, I would feel, based on this. They don't like to argue either. They're very agreeable for some reason. Like, they don't want people to see them differently a lot of time. They care about their image. So they are rather agreeable. And like I also said, they like to be alone a lot. So you might notice out this person that they do need alone time. Eight of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse. This person in the past maybe was really open with their, like, I feel like they maybe spent too much money at a certain point in their life, or maybe they did stuff in their past that when they look back, they're like, I don't like that. Like, that didn't help me. It didn't help me grow. So I'm changing that. But sometimes I think maybe this person does have like a spending issue or like an overindulging issue in something. Something, it's like from their past, it comes back sometimes. Eight of Cups in reverse. Like I said, there's something from their past that comes back. They haven't completely left this, whether it's an addiction or something, but I'm not feeling that word, so I don't want to say that. It's not like an addiction. It's just like they like to splurge or overindulge in something. And I actually see that you coming into their life helps them put an end to that, or helps them see it from a different perspective with the World card here. It closes out this cycle in their life where they kept going back to something. For some of you, this is, they keep also thinking about someone from their past, and you coming in ends that. But they like to see things through. They like to finish what they start. Like I said, they're very goal-oriented. They're not a messy person. That's what I can also say. how does this person look? Even though we're going to get some specifics in the bowl. Just with tarot, if there's any other messages that want to come through. Ace of Swords. They're sharp. They look sharp. They're probably athletic, but there's something about their jaw. They could have a very strong jawline as well. Sharp features, like a pointier nose maybe, or cheekbones are sharp, or something like that. They could be just more angular. Like they could be skinnier as well, for some of you. Not everyone here, though. I feel a mixture of different body types and stuff here. It's too, you know. But I am seeing that there's something about their features that are sharp. Queen of Wands in reverse. Something also about their features is maybe not as conventional. Like they're not maybe, you're going to think they're very attractive, but like conventionally, they might think they're not for some reason. You might think they are, though, but they might think they're not conventionally attractive. Yeah, this person can get kind of quiet. Eight of Wands in reverse. This person can get kind of quiet, especially when they're planning something or they're very focused on their goals. They kind of have a tendency to be bad at communicating, I think. That's just something coming through. I know this has nothing to do with their looks. I don't know why that wanted to come through. But in relation to their looks, I think they have shorter hair for most of you, male or female, shorter hair. And I see like straighter hair for the most part. Straight or mildly wavy. They, They could like to try different things with their hair also coming through. Like if they're a female, they like to try different haircuts, different hair colors. If they're a male, I feel like it'll be the type where they like to try something new when they go to the barber. A little bit. What else would like to come through right now? Anything at all about this person before we move on? Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands. This person's going to think that you're not interested in them for some reason. They're going to think that you're like kind of cold to them when you first meet them, or they're going to think that maybe you're not interested. Yeah. Interestingly enough. And it makes them want you more for sure, but it kind of scares them also. You intimidate them. You're definitely intimidating to this person. Oh my goodness, the Lovers card coming out here. Wow. The love is going to be very real. They're going to be so enticed by you. So like, you're like a siren to them. And once again, yeah, this person could be a different ethnicity or race than you, or have some type of a different cultural background, possibly. So let's go ahead and go to the bowl. These are just specific traits. Just making sure my microphone is on. That would be horrible. Because then there wouldn't be any audio. Okay. Specific traits. One more. Okay. Let's see. Not into politics. This person probably doesn't like talking about politics or arguing about politics. That's interesting. Coming through. And we have extroverted. Weird, because I felt like they were introverted. But, you know. I guess it's a blend. Sexy. Someone you know already in some way. So like I said, you could have mutuals. You might know of them, or they might know of you for a lot of you, even though you haven't formally met yet. Prideful, that's what I was saying too. Prideful, they definitely are very proud of what they've done and accomplished. Shorter relationship. So don't get worried, you know. Just like I said, I'm more so feeling they're introverted most of the time, but sometimes they could be extremely extroverted. So it's a weird, there's like, these cards are very specific, obviously. So for some of you, this could be a shorter relationship, but don't get scared because not everyone's the same here, even though it's a general reading. You know, you came here for a message. Not every message is going to be exact. For those of you, I think you'll know immediately. You're not going to go into this feeling like this is the person I'm going to marry if it's not. So for those of you that this is a shorter relationship, it's not like you're going to be super shocked by it, I think, you know. But I'm feeling for a lot of you, this is something that will last. Someone you know. Interesting. So some of you do know this person. Wow. Someone you know, but maybe you don't expect them. You don't, like right now, if you were to think about them, I don't think you could picture them, you know? And then we have artistic. They could be very good at something in the art field as well. It's a talent that they have. All right, let's go ahead and go now to the romance angels. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. You and this person will be very attached to each other. And like I said, there could be something that they're like codependent on that you will be positively affecting in their life when they meet you or once they come into a relationship with you. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Maybe you or them already have children. For those of you that might resonate with, you'll know. But obviously you'll know if you have children. But if they have children and you're willing to be with someone that has children, then that will resonate. But if not, some of you could end up having kids with this person. Sorry about all those sounds. And the other message I'm seeing with this is maybe they have either siblings or people in their family that will really like you. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. They're gonna, I think they're going to be the one to approach you, and they're going to really have to, like, build up the courage to do it, because it's going to take a big effort, because they're going to be scared of you for some reason. They're going to be intimidated. And this person is definitely the type to put in the effort into a relationship. They're not the type to be nonchalant about things. They're not nonchalant, that's what I'm going to say. I do get a calm energy, but they're not nonchalant. They do care. They just... Yeah. One more. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So for those of you that have maybe been a bit negative about the things you've gone through, totally understandable, but this card is trying to say, once you make the shift to try and think more positively about your life in general, that's when this can come in, or that's when the next thing that you're supposed to experience can come in. And I think you need to think better about yourself. Some of you are very hard on yourself for some reason. This person's also going to boost your confidence for sure. They're going to make you feel very good about yourself while you're with them. Actually, we'll pull one more. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So in the past, maybe you were dealing with financial issues in relationships. This, I don't think, will be an issue here at all, because this person's They're going to take care of you. I'm not saying they're going to be like your sugar daddy or sugar mama, but they will take care of you with advice as well, with experience, with giving you help. So now we're going to go ahead. Actually, before I pull specific messages from a person from your past or anyone you'd like, I'm going to pull one Moonology card for you guys. I didn't feel it for the last pile, but for you guys, I feel it. So let's do it. All right. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. A lot of themes about pride coming through. Yeah, this person maybe in the past was prideful. They've grown out of it, but it's also about almost like they don't want to make themselves look stupid. That's something big about this person. They don't like to make themselves look stupid. So that's where the pride kind of takes a bit of a a little bit too prideful when it comes to not like looking perfect or looking like they're really smart and never make a mistake. So they're gonna have to get over that if they're gonna try and talk to someone that intimidates them, right? One more card for you. 2 came out, I guess. Show the world the real you. Bring love into the situation. So bringing love and positivity into how you view yourself in relationships, being optimistic and not pessimistic about every relationship that, because you've probably gone through really bad experiences, but the universe is trying to say that this good type of love is out there for you. And, it's closer than you think. Show the world the real you. What's going to attract this person to you is you being genuine, you being yourself. So don't worry about changing your personality or how you look or anything like that to fit into the places you go or where you're going to be interacting with a lot of people, because like I said, you're probably going to meet this person when you're interacting with people. So don't worry about changing how you act or like masking who you really are to fit in, because this person is going to be attracted to you for not fitting in, for being unconventional, because they're also unconventional. They're also a little different. So now what I'm going to do from the Roses in Love, with like very specific messages, as you can see, I would like you to think of someone from your past or anyone that you would like to know how they feel about you. And we're just going to go ahead and see what their message is for you. So please think about them right now. No matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. No matter how hard I try, my thoughts always sway back to you. Someone from your past is thinking about you a lot. I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. Maybe at first someone from your past wanted it to seem like they were fine without you. But that was a lie. That's not true. Let's see. My biggest regret is not telling you how I really feel. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. I feel like they didn't let you know. Someone from your past did not let you see the real them, and they didn't let you see how they really felt about you, and now they're regretting it because I know it's too late. I miss the feeling of your body on mine. Wow, all of these are very, like... Like, just, they're reminiscing a lot and regretting. Someone from your past is reminiscing and regretting. And thinking about you physically as well, if you know what I mean. One more. Oh, I lost sight of what was important in our connection. I lost sight of what was important in our connection. So, yeah. All right. At the bottom it says, I became numb because I refused to take accountability for my behavior. I became numb because I refused to take accountability for my behavior. So, pile number 2. That is what I have for you. I hope that it resonated or that it was good news, you know? And I hope to see you in another video. I hope that you have a good rest of your day or night, morning. Yeah, take care, pile 2. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody that chose pile number 3, the purple troll. So, let's see. Starting off, you guys have the 2 of Wands in reverse, the Star, the 3 of Cups in reverse. Oops, I meant the 3 of Swords, of course. And the 6 of Pentacles upright. So, immediately, what I'm feeling is that it has been hard for you to either picture or imagine the type of person you want to be with, or like picture that they're out there. Like maybe you kind of gave up on dating for some of you, or gave up even trying to find someone, like by going and chasing after it. And I feel like you've kind of been okay with that, or okay with the idea that it'll just come when it's meant to, or that the right person will come when it's meant to. With the 3 of Cups being over here in reverse, I definitely feel like you have had to go through a lot of hard relationships where your heart was broken a lot, and you're in a good place right now, believe it or not, to where you could fully heal from everything and clear all your baggage that you're carrying from the past, most likely from people that weren't giving you the treatment that you deserved, or like weren't giving as much as you were giving. You could have been dealing with a lot of that. But yeah, it's like time to believe, and I think you do believe, that your person is out there, the person that can be fair and is looking for the same thing you're looking for. That type of person is out there, and you know that. You feel it in your gut. And your faith is building with that, in relation to that, with that Star card being here. You're tired of being in a cycle of losing faith in love or in relationships, whether you're male or female. And it's really good that you've started to just trust, because now the universe can take control and bring in what you want. Even though you don't completely know it yet, I feel like a lot of you are like, you know, overall things you'd want and don't want in a relationship, but for some reason, I feel like maybe it's hard for you to picture that this type of a person exists that would be perfect for you, or near perfect, you know, since no one's perfect. So it's hard for you to picture, but they are out there, and you're starting to trust that. So let's see. I don't like this angle my phone's at. The 8 of Pentacles. You're really focused on moving forward, building your life up, in yourself up, learning new things, whether you might be in school or you might be trying to learn something new. You're really focused on all these things, but in the back of your mind, what you really are focusing on also is love. Like, you still, no matter what you say, I think you are still really hoping and wishing for that. That is your wish, I think, for a lot of you, is to find true love. And in the past, I think you maybe kept going back to things that weren't working. So you've kind of started to set better habits for yourself, I'm seeing here. You're really good at detail-oriented tasks as well, is what I'm seeing. So I don't know if that's what you do for a career, or if that is somehow involved with what you do. But for some reason, just focusing on your career, focusing on these things. Maybe you're an artist for some of you, I see. Or a writer, some of you even are writers. Focusing on these things will help you break out of the cycles of maybe thinking about old people or going back to old people. Let's see. You're ready to move on, though, I think, from the past is what it also really looks like. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, you feel like it's been a long process of building yourself back up and going forward and choosing what's right. And a lot of you maybe feel like you have a lot of baggage, or like there's a lot of burden on you in relationship, you might feel. But yeah, you don't have to worry about that. That will be released. You will not bring that into the future. The Death card came out here. So there are endings happening in your life that will end the way you view relationships as well. Or like view what's possible in relationships. Because I feel like maybe there's like some of you might have like a bit of a dark cloud around you where you have been through so much negativity that you inherently are going into relationships or thinking about relationships with fear. Who's coming in next? Initially, immediately, I already see someone that's coming in next. They could be an earth sign, someone that is a little bit slower moving when it comes to love. They don't rush into things. But I'm, for some reason, feeling like they will be coming very soon. Like, you don't have to be patient for much longer. No, yeah, the Temperance card coming in reverse. You won't have to be patient for much longer. But you do have to be patient a little bit more. This person's going to have a really strong sense of morals. You and this person are going to agree on morals and just values in life. 9 of Swords. This person could be the anxious type. They worry when they're in a relationship. They worry. Maybe you're used to being the one that worries all the time, but in this relationship, this person's going to be worrying about the relationship, I think, more than you. Again, whether you're male or female. They've also gone through things in the past. That's why they're kind of the way they are. They're anxious about love. 10 of Swords. They're also healing from bad cycles they were in with people. The person you're going to be with next. They're coming out of something with someone that was very, I want to say even toxic cycle. So they're right now, as I speak, they're dealing with healing that up and ending that in their own life. Queen of Pentacles. They also are kind of like losing hope that they will find their perfect match. Yeah, I'm seeing heavy earth sign possibly. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Hierophant in reverse. This person might have a bit of an alternative style, or something about how they dress or act is a little bit unconventional for sure. Or their interests might be as well. Like the things I even think are funny, I'm seeing might be different. But you're going to like it. Like it's going to be what you also think is. But I'm also saying that this person is going to be different than you in a lot of ways. It's almost like an opposite attract type thing I'm seeing in like certain situations in your life. You will somehow be opposite, but it won't be a problem. Like it's I don't know. It could also be in your interests. Some of your interests are just going to be super different, but you're both going to enjoy doing them together. This person could be into gardening. Knight of Cups in reverse. For you guys, I feel like it's not going to be romantic immediately. For some reason, I'm feeling like even though both of you will know that you like each other, it's kind of going to... You might hide it from each other for a little bit. Do you know this person? The Devil. Some of you might already be very attracted to this person, but you just haven't said anything about it, and you might know them, yes. Oh, yeah. Some of you, it's a person that for some reason you think might be bad for you. But actually, they're not. Like, not as in, like, someone from... I don't see this as being someone from your past. Like, not bad for you also in the sense of being bad for you, just, like, not your type. Or just, like, you initially were like, no, I wouldn't be interested, you know? Page of Cups. This person, maybe in the past, if you do know them, I feel like most of you do know this person for some reason, or like know of them. That's the vibe I'm getting. We're gonna keep like figuring it out, and of course it could be different for some of you. If this doesn't sound like anyone you know or anyone in your vicinity, it could also be that they know of you and you don't know of them for some reason, somehow. Maybe social media or through friends. You've never been, like, formally introduced, but you might know of them. Some of you have been introduced. Either way, this person used to be kind of immature, and maybe that's why you didn't really consider it, or like maybe they're younger than you for some of you. This person definitely could be younger than you by a little. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. They are going to look up to you a lot. Anytime you and this person get into arguments or things like that, this person's going to fold really quickly. They're going to be like, they're the type to say sorry and just not want to argue. They don't really like to argue. They would rather find the common ground and move on. They're prideful in a healthy way, but not in the way where it will interfere with their relationships. This person, if it is resonating that you might know them, this person has heard about you through mutuals, and anytime they hear that you're either involved with someone or still involved with someone, they get a little bit like sad or like, dang it, like, you know, I would so be interested. They have these types of thoughts even though they don't show it. I see that the first time you go on a date with this person, quote unquote, it's going to be a very like formal, like dinner date type thing. I see you both sitting down and like having very detailed conversations, very in-depth conversations, just out like at dinner somewhere. I also see they will be the type to like... They might not be the type that's super, super cliche romantic. Like, instead of bringing you roses, they might bring you something else. Something else you like. It's, like, better, though, for you. Like, you would like it more. I'm not saying they won't ever bring you flowers, but I'm just saying, like, they're kind of creative. I do see them as being very creative. Very imaginative people. Okay, let's see. What is this person's personality like? Anything else? The Hanged Man, and the Eight of Cups. In the past, they have been a little bit immature and stuck sometimes. Like I said, I do think most of these people are younger than you by a little, it seems, possibly, or at least they act like it sometimes. I'm not saying that they're like super duper immature. I just think maybe they are a little too hopeful sometimes about certain things, or just... They used to not see things for what they were a lot of times, but they're growing up out of that. They're seeing things from a different perspective in their life, and they're always up for that. They're not like stubborn. I don't see these people as being stubborn. Yeah, they're walking away currently from something in their life. It could be a person, but I'm feeling like it's like they're growing up. Like, that's what I can say. This person is growing up into the person that you're going to end up being attracted to. That version of them. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like this isn't someone you've had something with. I just got the small message that you could be getting people from the past trying to message you, but I don't feel like you will be in a serious long-term relationship with these people that might be coming back from the past, like your exes. I've just got that message for some of you, that you can expect getting reached out by like someone from your past, but this is not that person. This is someone else. Judgment. This person is, wow, I feel like a lot of you know this person, and you are going to be shocked to see at how much they've grown, how much they've changed. But for those of you that don't know this person, you're just going to see that this person is so different than what they were like when they were younger. Like, around the time they come into your life, they will be going through massive changes, like on a personality level. They will be changing completely, but it's for the better. It's like they're growing. They're growing. They could be leaving certain addictions behind or patterns that they knew weren't good for them. Something else fall? No. We have the Two of Swords here. I think some of you maybe are trying to picture who this person might be. A lot of you, it's okay if you can't picture who this is. I feel like, again, it's either that you know of them or they know of you. So if you don't know, if this isn't ringing any bells, then it's probably the other way around and they know of you. Either through mutuals or something like that. But just go with your gut with this, and because I feel like there will be other people coming in to try and talk to you, but you're going to be like, you're going to know that it doesn't feel right. You need to go with your gut. You have a really strong gut feeling about people, and you're good at discerning whether or not they'd be good for you in a relationship. So keep going with that. Go with your gut. And your gut's going to tell you when you found this person. This person that's right for you. But yeah, I feel like this is a pile that will have people from their past, like exes, coming back. Yeah, you might entertain something before this next serious relationship comes in with someone from your past. And I'm sorry if that makes you angry, me saying that. It's up to you, obviously. You don't have to if you don't want to. But they will be coming back to communicate to you, for sure. Absolutely. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You don't like being single, I think. You might say you do, but you don't. In the back of your mind, you're always thinking about love. It's okay to get comfortable being single, because one day you'll miss it. I don't know, that message is just coming through, but one day you're going to miss it. So enjoy it while it's here. I know it might not seem fun, but there are things you will enjoy about it. When one day you're married and you don't. I'm not saying this. I mean, I'm not going that far. If it comes out, I will say about. It's a general reading, so I can't. If I make a reading about who you're going to marry, then I could be more specific. But for some of you, this could be. The next relationship could be the person you ended up with in the long run. And for others of you, it's not. But I'm not going to go there right now. For this reading, I feel like it's too polarizing. For the other readings, I actually felt like I could say definitively whether I felt like it would be more of a long term. But this one's very polarizing. This pile, I feel very different scenarios coming in. But the main message you need to know is you do have a true love out there that is something that you've wished for. It's like a wish you have. You want... it's very important to you that you find someone that you feel this special way about. And you will. Let's see, what does this person look like? Anything about their appearance before we go on to the specific trait messages. Again, they could be younger than you by a little. We have the Six of Cups coming out here. They could be a little bit younger than you. They're very, like, hip, I could even say. Like, they like to stay looking, like, they like to look modern, I would say. Like, they like to go with the modern trends sometimes. I definitely feel like that does affect them. This person could have a pet dog or cat, but I'm feeling dog. They could like to wear jeans a lot, blue jeans, I see. Their hair, for most of you, is straighter and brown. Just a good old, like, basic brown is what I'm seeing. They could also have, if they're a man, they could have facial hair. King of Pentacles in reverse. They have a very youthful look to them. That's one thing. They look younger than they are, I think. Or for others of you, I even feel maybe it's the opposite, and they look older than they are, even though they're younger than you. If that makes sense. Again, I'm seeing something about them having a dog. That's how you could recognize them. For some reason, I also have the urge to... and of course, it doesn't matter. Like, it could be any ethnicity or race, but I'm seeing, like, Europe pop up for some reason. They could be... have European lineage, or... they could be from there for some of you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Around the time you meet them, they will have just started a new career path or something like that. So they could be making more money, buying a little bit nicer things in their life, starting to build their wealth. They could have just, for those of you that are around that age, gotten out of school. Or I guess, you know, school, you don't have to be a specific age for, but generally they're, you know, 20s. But, yeah, they could have just gotten out of school, and they're starting to grow their career. For a lot of you, I see that they're at the starting stages of growing their long-term wealth, this person. They could be very into science for some of you, I'm seeing. Some of you could, this person could be in the field of, like, medical or science stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and get some specific traits now. Mixing it like a salad first. Okay, let's see. Those are the ones I'm feeling. Let's see. You have stranger. Interesting. To you, they're like a stranger, possibly. For some of you, yeah, you have never met them. But you don't know much about this person, even if you have. They're basically like a stranger to you. Shorter relationship. So for some of you, this won't be something that you're, like, you won't be married to them. But don't lose hope if that's what you're hoping for. I mean, this is general, so for some of you, it's going to be shorter. Stressed and anxious. What did I say? They're going to be the one that's more anxious in the relationship. They have a problem with anxiety. They get stressed really easily. They do care about what people think about them a lot as well. They're sensitive. They're sensitive people. Loud. They could be louder, have a louder voice. They could laugh really loud is also what I'm saying. Hearing. Seeing. I was gonna say seeing, but then I said saying. Dark features. They could have darker features. Doesn't have to be, but for a lot of you, the majority of you here, that's what that means. Sexy. You're gonna think they're so physically attractive. You're gonna be really attracted to their body. Like, there's something about their body that is your type for sure, whether you're a female or male, or they're a female or male. Extroverted. That would make sense with the loud card coming through. So they're definitely good at socializing, I think, or at least they think they are, and they like to socialize. And they're quite loud when they're in a group setting. They're usually not the quiet one. Happy, optimistic. Yeah, they're like kind of like, they might give me like golden retriever vibes. Like they're so loyal. They're very loyal. This person's extremely loyal, and they try to see the best in things. And you're going to love that. Even though they get anxious and stuff, they really do try to be optimistic. I think that they're cautious. They're like a good boy or good girl. I'm genuinely feeling that. Even though maybe their style might say otherwise for some of you. Because I was feeling like maybe they do have like a little bit of an alternative style. But deep down, they're just a good boy or a good girl. So, oh, did I pull this one? Did I already fold this? What is this? Yeah, sexy. Oh. Double sexy, double sexy. You were going to think they're so attractive. Let's go ahead and pull some romance angels for y'all. Romance angels. You deserve love. You are lovable. You know this. You know that you deserve the love you're looking for. And you know it's out there. Don't be so hard on yourself, and don't be so pessimistic about what you are trying to find. It's hard to be patient, I know, but you won't have to be for much longer. You know, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Again, this is giving me the vibe that this is something that grows slower. The feelings you feel, you initially immediately feel them, but they grow, like, it could start as a friendship, or it could start where they don't have the opportunity to immediately hit on you, or vice versa. So it's kind of like there's a lot of build-up, but it's good. You like it. I can tell that you will like it. It's like a good type of build-up. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Isn't that what I said? You have to start picturing it. You have to clearly decide, like, what is it you truly want? Because it's coming. And the quicker you decide, the quicker the universe can align it. Because then it knows you know what you want. So very soon, what did I say? You will not have to be patient for much longer. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I do see that happening. You guys are going to be so, whether you do something related to art or writing or whatever it is that you focus on for career or self-improvement, you're going to be really into this around the time they come into your life. You're really going to kind of not want to go socialize all the time, or not want to go, be on the hunt for a new guy or girl. You're going to be a little bit more hermit mode when they come in. They could, even if they were super sociable and always hanging out with people, suddenly they're going to want to just be with you more. Like, I don't know, I'm just saying that. Like, they're going to retreat a little because they're just going to be so, like, in love and obsessed with you in a good way. And I'm feeling that for you as well. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. This is a big soulmate, this next person you will be with. You will have very deep love for this person. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So this could be someone from your past. This could be like a past love, past life love, because you were, I feel like, in separation from this soul, and it's going to feel like you're reuniting, coming back, meeting each other again in this new life. Or for a lot of you, could also be you did meet them once already and there was a separation because that timing had to be perfect, you know? So let's go ahead now. For those of you that have someone on your mind, just in general, it doesn't have to be related to this person we're reading about, but just for those of you that have anyone on your mind from your past or present, we're going to get some direct messages from them, from their mouth. So let's see. Think about your person, please. You're all I've ever hoped for. You're my dream person. You're all I ever hoped for. You are my dream person. If this is someone from your past, they're kind of realizing what they missed out on if you're not in contact with them or involved with them anymore. These are very literal, so I'm not going to go too deep into explaining them because I just want you to be able to interpret them the way you want. I'm keeping tabs on you. Whoever you're thinking about, first of all, is definitely looking at your social media. Or trying to. Or even asking people about you. Oh yeah, I feel like some of them could be asking people they know about you. You're my everything. And for some reason, I even said it like that kind of, but you were my everything. I feel like this is, yeah, it could be someone from your past you're thinking about, thinking that you were everything to them and they kind of messed it up. I want to break this no contact. Whoever you're thinking about, and if you're not talking to them, they really want to talk to you. They really, really want to talk to you. Ooh, one more card. I feel empty without you. Wow. I feel empty without you. One more from this person you're thinking about. Actually, two more. Two more, please. And then I'm actually going to pull... Everything reminds me of you. Everything reminds them of you. And I'm with them because I couldn't have you. If you are thinking about someone that maybe has someone else already, or like might have moved on really fast, or might be like, I think you think that they're distracting themselves with someone. This is confirmation that they know they are. They know they are too. And also maybe you moved on and they couldn't come back, so now they just are kind of settling, but they want you. I feel the urge to pull from a deck that I think I'm going to pull from this one right here. We're going to pull from the Unusual Animal Messages. I didn't do this with any of the other piles. I didn't choose any oracle that I didn't already have out. So this is interesting. There's some message, I think. This message wants to come through, I think, from your person you will be with. That's the vibe I'm feeling. I like this one already. Sea cucumber. You can't control situations, but you can control your reaction. So you can't control where you're at in life a lot of times, or what's happening specifically to you, but having self-control and trust that everything is happening for a reason and that you aren't being forgotten by the universe is going to set your energy straight a little bit and maybe get you more into alignment. Just having more trust and understanding that if you control how you feel, you can control things manifesting in your life better, or what manifests in your life better. Tardigrade. Embrace uncertainties and let life surprise you. So yeah, it's okay to not know what's coming next. They're trying to say it's okay that it's not all super planned out. It's okay to just let go of the reins and trust. So, yes. The messages I have for you guys, pile number 3, my purple troll group. So, thank you so much for being here. I hope that this was helpful in some way. I hope it resonated. And, yeah, thank you for being here. I will see you all in another video. Bye!